The juice of the gods coffee. Hi everybody. Yes, it is a different day. Believe me. I hope you enjoyed the last two videos. You know, sorry about the rant on the trolls and the e-beckers, but you know what? I just don't think that you know, these people all started out needing money and now they're high dollar maintenance people. I guess I'm just not a maintenance high dollar kind of person. Anyhow, so this is a video about the week, my week. Oh, what a week. Anyhow, let's get on with it. So the first thing in my week is I hurt my neck again. I know. You know, I did 5 miles, about 5 miles back and forth to the laundry room because I am way up front now and the laundry room is way in the back, doing linens for my bed. So it was either the stomping on the ground because I wore sandals and nothing with a cushion on my feet and no neck brace. Just saying. With that wild hair. But anyhow, it was either that or I had to put a slipcover on my mattress and I wore a neck brace doing it, you guys. Got me. Or, yeah, I slept wrong. Because, you know, I'm supposed to be sleeping in the neck brace, and I gotta tell you, some nights it's so hot, you guys, it just kills me. So if I look a little stiff, yeah, I kind of messed up my neck again. I know. You know, I gotta tell you, when the mind says you're 15 and the body's almost 60, it's not a good combination. Just saying. I am just saying. Anyhow, so prayers, please. Positive energy, positive vibes, whatever you want to send my way, I would appreciate it. The next thing is my body. Remember, I messed up my system. I messed up my body, my metabolism with the keto diet. And, you know, I started that keto diet, it'll be a year ago, July. And when I came off of boondocking, I figured is about the time I pretty much quit ketos because, you know, when you get in a place and you're comfortable and you can actually pull out your cooking, cookware, yeah, you start cooking and you start eating better. And then there's restaurants, because there's no restaurants when you're boondocking. Well, for most of us, those who are pretend boondocking, they tend to be at restaurants all the time. You're always seeing them eating Subway or Jack in the Box or whatever. But when you're really boondocking, there's very few restaurants, and so you're pretty much eating whatever it is that you can store in your house. And guys, I don't care if you're in a van or if you're in an RV, refrigerators and freezers are just not that big. So keeping a good supply of healthy food doesn't happen. So I figured I came off of ketos probably about October, November. And true to form, that nutritionist was right. You know, I had to go back to eating the way I ate before ketos. That put a lot of weight on me. That put almost 15 pounds on me. I normally carry between 125 and 130. I weigh 132 and holding right now. So, and eating whatever I want. I absolutely eat whatever I want. I don't cut sugar. I don't cut carbs. I don't cut anything. I don't excessively eat cheese and meat anymore. I never have been a meat eater. As a matter of fact, for 20 years, you guys, I was a vegetarian. And not a strict one. I ate eggs and cheese and fish, but I just didn't eat pork and chicken and pig. I know, right? I am out there. Anyhow, just never have liked the taste of meat per se. Anyhow, so when she told me to go back to what I was eating on a consistent basis, including treats, I did. And I have managed to lose about 9 pounds. Because I was pushing 140, guys, from 119. From 119 to 140. You know what? I haven't had to buy a different size pants in probably 10 years. I had no fat pants anymore. I was stressing. But I'm happy to say that as of yesterday, I was back in my 29s. So, and not tight. I can't stand tight pants. So anyway, that's the ketos thing. So if you're on a ketos diet, no. And I say diet because if you don't make it a lifestyle, the day you come off, the day you eat a carb, or you overeat carbs, you go past the 20 carbs a day, you will put on weight and you will continue to put on weight because your body has been depleted and deprived of something that it needs. Now, if you're diabetic, that's a whole different story. You will be living a keto diet, pretty much. But if you're just doing it to lose weight, you're really messing yourself up. And I don't care who yells at me about that comment. It's the truth. I've lived it. You know, I have to say that in 2000, I weighed 240 pounds. Yep. I've always been a thick girl. I'm big boned. I have Polish heritage. I have Hungarian heritage. I have Native American, and I hate that word. My grandmother would say Indian, Tammy. I have Indian heritage. What else do I have that's big boned? I mean, the women in my family are curvy, and they're thick, and I was that way a lot of my life. But at one time, I actually got up to 240 pounds. And my doctor didn't put me on a diet. He said, simply, I want you to cut half of your intake and walk a block after every meal. And I did that, you guys. And he didn't allow me to lose more than 10 pounds a month. And I had to weigh in every month. And you know, I lost 120 pounds doing exactly that. I never cut anything out of that diet. I ate whatever I wanted. I had ice cream, suckers, you know, cereal. But I lost 120 pounds simply cutting my intake, modifying my intake. And if you think about these gastric surgeries, what do? They modify your intake. So we shouldn't diet. We should never diet. We should never cut anything out of our diets. Our bodies were made to consume everything that we put in them. We just need to modify how much of it we put in there. So back to the doctor from 2000 who helped me lose 120 pounds. I'm living that lifestyle again. And if you're on a ketos, my prayers go out to you. I hope you have the ambition, I'm going to say, and the willpower never to eat another carb. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, just one of those days, right? So, you know, guys, every time I move, and even when I was boondocking, and you move and you have to pack up your house and unpack your house, it's so mentally and physically exhausting. It's taken me a week. You know what? No energy. I couldn't get off the couch. My muscles, my body, I had no energy. Now, I've heard a ton of people saying that in the last few months that their energy levels have just dropped. It could be the pull of the poles. It could be a million things. It could be that 5G. And if you don't know what that is, look it up on YouTube. It could be anything that's causing people to feel sluggish, bad memories, muscle aches, just all around lethargic. And I have had that. Now, I have to say that I prayed really hard yesterday, and my ex prayed with me, and we prayed for each other because he's been feeling that way too. And I woke up this morning surprisingly feeling a whole lot better. We'll see how it is by the end of the day. But if you're feeling lethargic, you guys, I don't know what to tell you. I have people all around me in all states saying, you know what, something's not right. My memory, I'm lethargic, I have no energy, no passion. I got it. It's been happening to me and a few people that I know. Just keep on keeping on. That's all we can do is keep on keeping on. So, next on my little today, and you know what, if you don't like this video, please just go visit one of my other videos. But this is one of those videos where I do a weekly update about myself for my children and my grandchildren and the viewers who care about what's going on in my world, what I've talked about, and how things in those areas are going. But it wouldn't hurt my feelings if you don't want to watch. My next thing is I'm getting a shade. I'm getting a shade tent, a nice one, reinforced, tomorrow. As you know, I moved, and now the front of my rig is in the morning sun. Now, it's a blessing here in Arizona that the back of my rig is in the afternoon sun, because when you have a Class A and you have nothing but windows up front, and you have nothing but hot 100 and something degree sunlight coming through that window, your rig's going to get hot fast, and your ACs are going to struggle to keep that house in a livable condition. So I have to say, my house is much cooler since I'm pointing the opposite direction. Noisier. But I am getting portable shade, and I'm getting that tomorrow. I'm getting it from one of the people who I used to live by. He had this really cool portable shade tent they used to party in. Rubber mat on the floor, the works, guys. 6-inch stakes, rope tied down. I mean, he's had that thing out there in 60-degree winds and nothing ever touched it. So tomorrow we'll be moving that to my space. And I am so jazzed because one of my favorite things in the world is sitting outside in the morning. I could sit out there until it hits so hot that I'm sweating. I used to go out in the morning on my deck. I would be out there until 11 and 12 until it just got too hot. And then I'd be right back out there as soon as the sun went down. I love being outside, and you know, that could be part of my depression. Because where I'm at right now, I get no morning sun on my patio and I don't go outside. Absolutely. And I would love, love, love to start videoing outside. So you guys, maybe next week you'll be seeing me in my shade tent. That'd be awesome, right? I'm just too excited. And last but not least, of course, since I've moved properties, I have a schedule change. And you know, this schedule change is a good one. Now, I'm not going to mention what schedule it is because of that little creeper out there. And you know what? Kiss my ass, creeper. Just saying. Because of that little creeper out there, I'm not going to mention what schedule I'm on, but I have to tell you guys, for the summer, it's going to be a great schedule. And I am very excited. And I just, yeah, you know, I've been depressed, and I couldn't figure out if it was because of the issues with getting my rig up and going, if I wanted to just leave, if it was maybe the fact that the nomadic side of me is coming out and it's like, go, get the hell out of Dodge, Tammy. I didn't know what it was. But if the depression don't go away, you guys, I may not be a camp worker for a while. I may head up north and boondock for a while. I know that this is just, it could be a part of what's getting to me. I'm almost feeling like I did in a stick and brick. Not good. But anyhow, I'm going to keep looking to the positive side of life. And finally, I don't want this to run too long. Finally, I know I zoomed through this, right? I'm proud of me. Finally, I have been watching a couple for years, probably 5 or 6 years. They are, what are they called? Off-gridders. They live off-grid. They sold everything they owned in Wisconsin, bought a piece of land in another state, and built the most beautiful house, self-sufficient house. They have their own electricity, their own water, their own sewage. They have birds and animals. They hunt. Both of them hunt. She has a pantry that from hell, guys. She's got canned food from floor to bottom. She's got buckets and bags. I mean, these people are not only they're preppers too. And today she did a video, and her and her husband divorced. And she's moving off the homestead. And you know, I get how people get into who we are on YouTube, but it breaks my heart because her husband was in some of her videos, and they just seem like the perfect couple. And when I look back, I wonder what. And they're godly. They're a godly couple. You know, they know that divorce shouldn't be there. And I can't imagine in my mind what tore these two people apart. They've worked so close and so hard to build that homestead. And it breaks my heart. And I do know that she had gotten, she went from making 1 or 2 videos a week to making a video every day to going on Patreon. She went from, I don't know, 5,000 subscribers to like 50. You know, I have to stop and think about that. I think, and I know, and she's a nurse. She still works part-time at a hospital. I can't understand people who would take and base their life off of YouTube earnings. I just don't. YouTube can come down and shut your channel the minute they don't like what you say. They can change the rules like they did on me. You know, first they tell me I have to have so many views on my videos to monetize, and then they come back a year later and say, oh no, we've changed our mind again. Now you got to have 10,000 or 1,000 subscribers, and they took the money away. I never got a penny. I never got a penny from all those views, but yet they advertised. But if YouTube don't like something you say, not only will they take that video down in a heartbeat, they will shut your channel down for monetization. And they did that to her. And I wonder, guys, did her videos, did the YouTube, did that put such a pressure on their relationship that it tore it apart? A 40-year marriage. just sad. So don't think you're the only ones that get out there and watch other people's lives and view. I do too. I do too. And I get very close to people. Do I donate money? No. No, I don't give money when they beg. I don't give the dollar when they beg for a dollar. I don't. If I feel moved to send them a little bit of cash and I have it, I will. But I know what it's like to get involved in a person's world and get to know them, what we feel like on a personal level. And my prayers and my thoughts go out to both these people. They were so cute together, you guys. They worked so hard on that homestead. He did keep the homestead. He had to. She could not maintain that by herself. But she says she's going to be cared for. So send her name is Starry. So send positive prayers out to her and Mr. H for both of them. Anyway, that's a week. That's my week. That's it, guys. That's Tammy's week. And I have so much going on. But I wanted to share and I wanted to touch base. I want you guys to know that I'm still keeping on, and that we have to understand that even people on YouTube have a life. Just saying. Anyway, remember, love yourself. Because if you don't love you, nobody's going to love you. Do something special for that special person in your life today. Sometimes we just don't show them enough love.